Normally January is not this busy for smartphone leaks, but between a ton of leaks about the Galaxy S25 series of devices and a whole bunch of stuff about the Oppo Find N5/OnePlus Open 2, I have found it almost impossible to keep up. In this video, we are looking at the Oppo Find N5/OnePlus Open 2. Once again, there are a series of images that are being sort of proliferated around the internet very, very quickly. Started just a little while ago, and I was able to track down, I think, the closest that I can get to the original source. And we have to kind of dig into this a little bit. So this is surprising no one on the Chinese social media website Weibo. Their username approximates something like Norwegian forest rain, and they posted these images. They said, comparing Oppo Find N5 with Oppo Find X8, you can see how thin the Find N5 is. And like I said, all three of these images I'm seeing posted everywhere. And I went to my website and I started writing this thing up, and I noticed something. Let's actually go back to the Weibo post because quickly I can kind of show you a couple of things. So this is post number 1, or image number 1. This is image number 2 and image number 3. We got to image number 3 and things really kind of started to click for me because I'm looking at my OnePlus Open and I'm thinking, that looks absolutely identical to what they are holding here. In fact, I went as far as trying to take a matching photo to make sure that I wasn't crazy, and everything lines up perfectly. Look at the gap above the USB-C port in particular. Some of these images, this one and this one, I am quite certain are the OnePlus Open 1 or the Oppo Find N3. But this image, which they've written a big number 5 over the top of, is different. Look at the area here for the SIM tray. Look at the USB-C port. There is no room on either side. This is the legit image. This one and this one are old, but this one's not. So as we're taking a gander at this image, I want you to keep in mind that the Oppo X8 is approximately 7.9 millimeters thick. Now, we had heard rumors that the Oppo Find N5, when closed, would be approaching 9.2-ish millimeters. In fact, we have this post from, I believe, the senior vice president of Oppo saying that it was going to be the world's thinnest folding flagship, and then see you in February is very, very important as well. But this image, I think, does lend credence to that claim. Currently, the Honor Magic V3 holds the crown of thinnest folding flagship. And I think that it is 9.2 millimeters when fully closed. And this, compared to a 7.9 millimeter device, looks remarkably close. In fact, the way they're holding it, you would almost think that that looks thinner than the X8. Let's see if I can measure this. If I go from here to here, we're looking at about 83 pixels. And if I go from here to here, we're looking at about 79, or I'm not actually all the way down, about 87 pixels. I mean, they are incredibly close. I pulled the picture up on photo forensics to see if there were any obvious signs of this being manipulated, and as far as I'm aware, I don't see any evidence of that. Maybe some of you are better at this stuff and you can tell me, does this look like it was a manipulated image? To me, based on my knowledge of how this is supposed to work, I don't think that it is. So yeah, we're looking at a very, very thin device. Of course, the rumored specs: Snapdragon 8 Elite, probably 16 gigs of RAM, probably 512 gigs of storage. The screen should be around that 7.88-inch territory. The old one was 2800 nits brightness, so I would guess probably that or higher. We've heard everything from like 5600 milliamp hour battery up to closer to 59 or 6000, which is absolutely crazy. That's bigger than last year while being thinner than last year, which is nuts. We have a triple 50 megapixel camera setup that is likely to be similar to what is in the OnePlus 13. There may be a few differences here and there. The telephoto might be swapped out for something that will take up less space just because the thing is so incredibly thin. But guys, I mean, I just keep staring at this image. It looks unbelievable. It's coming in February, and I think that legally I have to buy it. As always, though, I want to see your reaction in the comments down below, guys. Do be sure that you are periodically heading over to shanecraig.tech because I am posting a ton of stuff over here, and oftentimes you will see posts like this made before I've had a chance to actually post the full video. So it's a great place to kind of stay up to date on things. Like I said, spending a lot of time and effort over there. So check it out. Tell me what you think. Something I've really been working pretty darn hard on. And I'll also mention really quickly, because people ask me all the time about the wallpapers on my phone. I've been just sort of uploading them there as well. So if you see a wallpaper that you really like, more than likely, it's on the website. So definitely go check that out as well, guys. Subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.